Trash. 0 out of 10. Would not recommend. I'm very cranky. Nobody wants a cranky person in their life. Nobody wants a cranky doctor. Like, nobody wants that. So hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Khalesia and welcome. So basically, as you can see from the title of the video, today we're gonna be talking about like where I've been, how life has been working as a medical doctor in Jamaica.
I'm in the ghetto.
You girl working as a doctor, I work a lot. I'm almost always at work, which is something I've recently started to change, which is why I'm home today. Normally I'm at work almost like every day of the week, which is kind of crazy, but again, something that I'm working on this year and for the future is just taking a step back from work. I don't want to be at work every day. Sorry about that. I was basically saying that life working as a doctor, it has had its ups and downs. I kind of feel like I got past the worst of it. I'm hoping that was the worst of it, like knock on wood. We can't take it anymore. We can't.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
So basically, first year, I mentioned it already, trash. 0 out of 10. Would not recommend, but unfortunately, it's just one of those things that you just have to get through and get it over with. Out of that 1 year, I've been very deliberate in ensuring that I do things that I like. I don't just get into a specialty because of the money that it can make. Like, that's not the #1 driving factor for me. It's being at peace, okay? So I gotta ensure that whatever I'm doing, I can make my money, I can be at peace, I can be healthy, and just keep saying, you know, it's not all about the money. So that is that. Crazy work hours, to be honest. Even though that I've taken a step back, I still work a ton. I'm literally gradually kind of stepping back more and more, because if you don't know, as a medical doctor here in Jamaica, the bulk of our pay comes from overtime, right? The base does not cut it, right? So you gotta do overtime, you gotta do duties if you want your paycheck to be looking real nice, which can be really hard because you end up working so much hours because you're trying to get a really nice pay. So for me, I'm trying to get to a place where I can get a really nice pay without like working myself to an early grave. It's a struggle, but I'm really working on it, really putting in the work to get there. So that is that. All in all, I think there are pros, there are cons. I think my favorite part about going to work right now is I like my patients a lot, like I really do. Number 2 is, do I regret becoming a doctor? So I think by now you guys would have seen that I found my happy place in medicine, which is I like dermatology, right? So I'm not actively in the program or anything, but it's just something that makes me happy, something I'm genuinely interested in, something I like learning about. I think this is actually my first proper dermatology experience, and it has been amazing. And it really just cemented the fact that, you know, I was interested in it, but having worked with dermatologists and just seeing the different conditions, the people, I'm more inclined, like this is by far my favorite specialty so far. And I think I mentioned a few times ago that I think the key is really just finding something that you love in medicine and sticking to it. Like, don't do a specialty that you hate. Don't become a surgeon when you hate doing surgeries. Like, just do something that you love, and I feel like that will take the regret right out of it. Yeah, I don't regret it at all, but I can see how someone could, because if I ever went and become like a neurosurgeon and I'm at work all the time, I'd be very unhappy. So I feel like, you know, just do whatever makes you happy, do whatever you're passionate about. You know, the person who is very passionate about doing surgeries, let them be the neurosurgeon. Like, go to your calling. Your calling isn't gonna look like theirs, and you just gotta accept that and you'll be at peace. Number 2 is tips for persons aspiring to become a doctor. I just say just work hard. I think I have a whole video on like what you need to do to become a medical doctor on my channel. I'll link it down below. The steps are pretty simple. The subjects that you need, they're pretty straightforward. I think the hard part is really just having the discipline to study. I think that's like the hardest part. You know what you need. It's really just like, do I have the discipline to sit down and study all these hours? I'm putting in the work to ensure that I'm ranked in the top 200, 300 so I can get a spot. Is where it gets hard. But if you're 100% sure that this is what you do, that you want to do, then just, I guess that will hopefully be enough motivation to push you to get it done. Like, if you want to submit questions the next time I ask, be sure to follow me on Instagram, because that's typically where I ask for question submissions. Life after SHL-Rae. What do I plan on doing? So basically, if you don't know, like in Jamaica, we have after becoming, I want to say a medical doctor, after graduating med school, you have to do a first foundational year, which is your medical internship. That year, it's really like groundwork. So they just want to see how you work in a hospital really, and just say, all right, this one's good, you know. She can spread her wings. So that year is already finished, and now I'm in my second foundational year, which is a senior house officer. That's what is considered in the public system. Basically, that's been going great. As I've clearly said a while ago, it's been going good. But now, what am I gonna do after? Something I'm really rattling my mind around. I kind of have a few ideas, but I do see myself taking on something that's very slow paced, to be honest. I don't want to go too hard. Like, I want to go hard, but not too hard. So I just have to, for me, I think all I'm gonna say is I'm gonna choose something that allows me to have peace and have a work-life balance. The last question is, well, second to last question, not even second to last, anyways, how do I prioritize myself? So I think for this, number one, let's get into it. Boundaries. I'm very strict with my boundaries, and I'm not easily swayed. Like, you got to be up there on my priority list, and I'm somebody who I prioritize things. So in order of my prioritization, that's how you get things out of me, right? So the way that I help to set boundaries, especially like a work-life boundary, is I put my phone on do not disturb. I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just me. Let me know if you can relate. I feel like the invention of stuff like WhatsApp kind of blurred the line between work hours and like off the job hours. Like, you'll be getting message all time of the night, work related. Sometimes it's casual message, but sometimes it's work related message at some absurd hours, and I'm really not a fan. I'm just not a fan at all. And why this is because, you see, when I'm at work, most of the time I'm going 100%. See, when I leave my house and I get to work, if it's not a work call or work message, I'm not replying, right? So I'm at work, I'm giving work 110, 120, 150% of my time and my energy, right? There are days I go to work, I don't eat at work, I don't drink water. Sometimes I have it and I don't even take a sip, right? They're dehydrated, hungry, bladder full, because I'm like, the bathroom is so far, I gotta see another patient. But I'm just saying, when I'm at work, because I'm just giving so much of myself, when I get home, I think I deserve to have a bit of space to, one, go use the bathroom because I've been keeping my pee up all day, to finally hydrate myself because I didn't drink any water, and of course to eat something. And for me, I think a lot of persons, I don't know what it is that they're running on, but when I don't take care of myself, I'm just not as efficient. I'm very cranky. Nobody wants a cranky person in their life. Nobody wants a cranky doctor. Like, nobody wants that. So when I get home, it's time for me, it's time for my family, it's time for me to catch up on all the things that I lacked. Like, I'm gonna gulp like my big bottle of water because I didn't have any all day. I'm gonna try to eat something. I'm gonna try to take care of myself. I'm gonna try to work on things like my dreams and other goals and stuff that I'm trying to pursue that's not my work. And I think that a lot of persons, like, I don't know, for some reason they might not think you have a life, but like, when you go home, you have other things that you want to do. You have chores, you need to clean your house, you need to cook, you need to film a YouTube video. Like there's so much other things. You have family that you want to spend time with. Like I have old grandparents that I want to go out and I want to spend time with them because they're not gonna live forever. And so for me, as I said, boundaries. When it's time for me and my family, time to take care of myself, take care of my family, I've been very strict on that. My next video is gonna be a day in the life. In that video, I'm not sure, I think I filmed it when I don't know if it's when I take it off in the morning or put it on, but when my phone rings in the morning, I have like 2 hours worth of morning routine, right? So I wake up like 5:36, and I get to work like 9, depends on where I'm going, really. What the work hours is like. Clinic doesn't start early, but basically my first hour of awake time is a D&D time. You're not gonna call me and get me before 7 o'clock. After 7, I take my phone off of do not disturb. Similarly at night when I'm ready for bed, especially on a day where I did so much work and I'm so tired, like I just want to sleep undisturbed, my phone is on do not disturb because people will call you at all hours of the night to ask you some dumb questions, like things that you could have just texted. I don't know, that's just how I feel. Of course, like there are nights when, for example, if I'm on call, which means I'm expecting calls, I'm on call, my phone's not gonna be on do not disturb. You have all right to call my phone as much as you want, right? But when I'm not, do not call me because I need to get my rest so I can show up tomorrow and give 100%, give 120%. But if I don't get my sleep and get to take care of myself, you probably only get 50-20, right? So for me, prioritizing myself, I feel like it benefits everybody at the end of the day. It benefits me and it benefits others because I'm able to show up in a way that I wouldn't if I was not prioritizing myself. So almost at the end, but what are my plans for the future? Vacay plans, YouTube plans. Vacay plans, I'm not really going to be doing any vacation, to be honest. I think most of my trips for the rest of the year will probably be visiting family. I don't think I'm gonna do hitting off any of like my bucket list travel destinations just yet, just because it's not as high up on the priority as other things. And then in terms of YouTube, well, you're gonna have to subscribe and stick around to see that. Anyways guys, if you sticked around to the end of the video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you see my next post. And that is it for today. Yeah, bye guys.